What's going on, Jerome's? So the Minnesota Vikings have definitely gotten the meats along the offensive line this offseason, adding Will Fries as well as Ryan Kelly, swapping in for Ed Ingram and Garrett Bradbury, respectively. But what about that left guard spot? All right, so Blake Brandel, the incumbent, 3-year deal last offseason. The coaching staff obviously believes in him. I think Brandel played well when Darrisaw was in there. Not so much when he wasn't. Walter Rouse, Michael Juergens could get in there as well. But what if I told you there was a potential starting left guard out there in the draft the Vikings met with, the Vikings could potentially take? I mean, 24 seems a little bit rich, but in the event the Vikings trade down, I think Donovan Jackson certainly could be in play. But also, at a certain point, if the Vikings can't get good value trading out of 24 and Jackson is the top player on their board or close to it, just go do it. Just go do it, man. Vikes fan page. Ohio State guard tackle Donovan Jackson, he is for real, visited with the Vikings per Aaron Wilson NFL. The All-American, All-Big Ten offensive lineman allowed just 2 sacks last year for the Buckeyes. We'll get to that. Played 529 snaps at left tackle, 286 at left guard, and 1 at right tackle as well from Nicholas Miller. So with Jackson, I think that this becomes a Super Bowl caliber offensive line, right? Respect to Brandel and everyone else, but I think Jackson has the skill set to come in on day one and just be that dude. And I know, well, what about Wyatt Davis? What about him? Donovan Jackson is a completely different player. Scout the player, not the helmet. And Darrisaw, Jackson, Kelly, Fries, O'Neal, bingo. Let's talk about Donovan Jackson Day. Background, 22 years young, 6'4", 315, a former 5-star recruit from Houston, Texas. Brought his talents to Columbus and played for the Ohio State. 3-year starter at left guard, 3-time first-team All-Big Ten. In 2024, he had to play 9 games at left tackle when Josh Simmons went down with an injury. Never trusted Josh. He only allowed 2 sacks all season. Both of them were in the Penn State game, his first game playing left tackle. The rest of the way, clean sheets, and notably in the national title run in the playoffs, the 3 games, 1 pressure, 0 sacks against Oregon, Texas, and Notre Dame, all of them laden with NFL caliber defensive linemen. Pretty damn impressive. Testing wise, 32 bench reps, 32.5-inch vert, 8'11" in the broad jump, all plus. He didn't test in the 40, but speed and quickness and short area agility isn't going to be an issue for Jackson. He certainly has that in spades. His draft profile, LancerOnline-NFL.com compares him to Wyatt Teller. Daddy legs. Overview, a broad frame 3-year starter with core power and leg drive to hold the line of scrimmage or change it. He can stick and sustain inline or on the second level as is a plus finisher. Jackson has the athleticism for all tasks as an outside zone blocker. He is also able to accelerate and lead the way on long pulls or counters. He leans against stunning slanting fronts. That's the one concern that we've had about him. Just bad flashbacks of Drew Samia. And can be tardy in opening his hips and activating his feet for recoveries. He's long with punches with wider hands and struggles to consistently maintain his edges when mirroring. Overall, Jackson has immeasurables power and movement for any scheme as a starting guard. And I do 100% see him as a guard. Obviously, with the Vikings having O'Neal and Darrisaw, but that tackle flexibility is kind of nice to have in your back pocket. What Jackson brings, prototypical guard dimensions, he's broad, holds the line of scrimmage, all that stuff. Fluid movement, gets to second level, power in pulling. So Ohio State, so they've been primarily outside zone team. Last year they ran a little bit more man gap. I think a lot of that had to do with Will Howard, who is a power running quarterback, the Vikings should have interest in as well. But extensive outside zone experience for the Buckeyes. A little bit more gap last season, which is good to see. Big time finisher of blocks, powerful hands, sets wide, anchor for days, and he just would be rock solid. And I love me some Gray Zabel. I love me some Tyler Booker as well, Ratledge, Fairchild, etc. But Jackson's emerging. I feel like he's a player that should be available at 24. And like we said, the Vikings would love if they traded down, but maybe they can't get this the right deal because there's a lot of value day 2 and at the beginning of day 3 in this draft. So teams are going to covet those picks, and they're not just going to give them away for nothing. So if the Vikings can't find the right trade down situation, I honestly would not be upset if they just stick and pick and took Donovan Jackson 24. I know that that's going to upset some people, but it's draft season. Everyone's going to be mad. It happens, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings Suzeman arranged a meeting with Donovan Jackson, star guard from the Ohio State University, and he is for real. Absolutely is, man. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull, production value.